In the previous video, I showed you how you could invoke GoToAnything and then hit the @ sign in order to browse the symbols defined in any given file. Well, Sublime Text 3 has some new features that are all to do with symbol browsing, and that's what we'll focus on in this video. First of all, you can hit Command R or Control R to jump straight into GoToAnything in symbol browsing mode, so it saves you that extra keystroke of typing the @ sign. But the only reason I mention that is that this shortcut forms the basis of the shortcut for an even more powerful symbol browsing feature, and that is Go to Symbol in Project. Shift-Command R or Control-Shift-R on Windows brings up this palette, which is a list of all of the symbols defined in all of the files in your project. When you create a new project in Sublime Text 3, it goes straight to work in the background, building up an index of all of the symbols defined in all of the files so that you can browse them in one master list right here. And you can see the list starts with the capitalized names and then follows it up with the lowercase names. And that's because it guesses that these things at the top are going to be the classes in your project. But you'll rarely browse this whole list. Instead, what you'll normally do is a fuzzy search. So if I was interested in the home header CSS style, I could just type HH and jump to it by hitting enter. And just like that, no matter where I am in my project, I can jump straight to a specific CSS selector in my main.css file. And I don't have to remember what file it was defined in. I just have to know the name of the individual thing I want to jump to. And I can do it with Go to Symbol in Project. You can find it here on the Go to menu if you need to refresh your memory about the keyboard shortcut. And this index of symbols in your project also powers another new feature of Sublime Text 3, Go to Definition. Go to Symbol in Project is a quick way to jump to the definition of something when you know its name, but often you will have its name right here in front of you. In the example I gave before, I was working on this header block and I was curious about the styles provided by this home header class name. And while we can now jump to it with Go to Symbol in Project HH, there is an even quicker way. And that's using Go to Definition. The shortcut for Go to Definition is F12 on both Mac and Windows. Just position your cursor over the symbol that you're interested in, that's home header in this case, and then hit F12, and it will jump you straight to its definition. By the way, if you're not that into keyboard shortcuts, you can also do this with a mouse. Just hover your mouse pointer over the symbol in question, and you'll get this nice pop-up showing all of the places in the project that it's defined. Just click the link and you're in the same place. This is a really common thing to do in development, to see the use of something and want to jump to its implementation in order to make some changes. Let's say I want to add width 100% here. And now that I'm done, I want to jump back to what I was working on. And I could either close this file or I can use the new jump back command, which is here on the Go to menu. That's Control-sign or Alt-sign on Windows. I'll just hit that keyboard shortcut and I jump straight back to what I was doing. So this pair of commands, Go to Definition and Jump Back, this is productivity gold for developers. And it's all thanks to the new project level symbol index in Sublime Text 3.